Have you ever been to Texas? Most likely you have, at least once, or know a family member that has. Gone or not, what do you think of when you think of Texas? Wide grasslands, warm and sunny days, delicious barbecue, Whataburger? Or perhaps, like me, you immediately think of the beginning scene of the movie Real Steel, which, by the way, awesome movie. Totally recommend you to watch it if you haven't. Well, with all the good things inside the country of state, but seriously though, might as well be a country. I mean, look at the size of this entire state. There are still some strong enough reasons to support moving here is a bad idea. But let's be honest here. Every city is going to have its pros and cons. But for the sake of this video, I present to you the top 10 reasons you should not be moving to Houston, Texas in 2021. Let's hop right into it. Number 10. Amber Alerts. Were you expecting Amber Alerts at all to be in this video? I know I wasn't. So the problem with Amber Alerts is that once you arrive at the city of Houston, or just overall within the state of Texas, you will be bombarded with Amber Alerts on your phone. And we're not talking about your average 4 alerts per year. No. We're talking around 1 alert per week. So keep this in mind. These alerts range from different reasons. Someone missing, a kidnapping, or there's even this one called a blue alert, which basically means a violent criminal has either killed or seriously injured an officer. But don't forget that Texas is huge, and the alerts aren't just for the city of Houston. Now, granted, Houston is amongst the highest of all cities to have the most cases of human trafficking. So with this in mind, just make sure to stay safe. Number 9, bugs. You know them. You hate them. There are bugs here, and a lot of them. With the fact that the city has a very hot climate almost all year round, there are a lot of cockroaches, flies, mosquitoes, fire ants, lizards, and of course the very big spiders. Worst of all is that these aren't a rare find within your home. And I didn't want to say this one to not freak you out, but I'm an honest person, so I'll be real with you. There has even been people online that have spotted snakes within their homes, which, by the way, rattlesnakes are a thriving species here, but thankfully they mostly come out during the summer. A lot of people understandably hate the bug problem, but there's really nothing much to do as you're in their habitat and they aren't in yours. So if you even have a slight fear of insects, yeah, you might want to just visit or vacation. Number 8, allergies. Are your seasonal allergies bad? Well, I have some bad news. Houston is ranked the 50th worst city out of the 200 biggest cities in all of America when it comes to overall allergy issues with people. This is mostly due to the pollen here. A lot of pollen. But setting allergies aside, another huge problem is the air quality. Things like large factories and whatnot play a huge role with the overall environment and even contribute to ozone pollution. Number 7, driving. I'm just going to straight up say it. Drivers in Houston are bad. Houston ranks as being the worst city out of all the cities in Texas with the most car crashes. What got it to that level are things like people not using their turn signals, cars, but mostly trucks speeding, no respect for stop signs, and I found this shocking, but people here say there are barely any traffic cops. And of course, how can I forget the traffic itself? So in summary, keep your eyes on the road, not your phone. Number 6, geography. Yeah, you see what I mean? The geography here is just boring. Really nothing but flat lands along the roads as far as the eye can see. If you are looking for things to do, you are better off going to the city. Head south for the beaches, or if you get lucky, attend some sort of event. And well, like I said, when it comes to scenic views, Houston is not your go-to place. Number 5, transportation. Okay, so this one ties in a little with geography, but it's a little different. As I said before, Houston has a lot of land, and let's just say mostly everything isn't your run down to the store and grab some milk real quick distance. So this means you will need a car. Your other option is public transportation, but just a fair warning, be prepared to pay a lot because trust me, you will use it a lot. I mean, if we were both being honest, a used 2001 Honda Civic on Facebook Marketplace is at most, what, $2,000? But the bottom line is you will need a set of wheels here. Number 4, natural disasters. Mother Nature and Texas don't mix well. Since 1851, a total of 64 hurricanes have hit the Lone Star State. Every year, this seems to be the case, and when they do, it floods. Every flooding here is brutal, and it's not just hurricane. Tropical storms can cause insane damage as well. Hurricanes hitting here is nothing rare, so when moving to Houston, you are potentially taking a risk. But look on the bright side, you can finally justify wanting that sweet jet ski. Number 3, crime. I was expecting this one for sure. Crime in Houston, Texas is horrible. How horrible? Well, compared to the national average, Houston's total crime is 117% above the national average. Property crime is 105% above the national average, and well, it's just a mess when it comes to statistics. I was trying to figure out why Houston has a severe crime problem, and it turns out a lot of folks here say there is simply not enough police. Number 2, weather. I told you about the hurricanes, tropical storms, and flooding, but the weather itself deserves its own reason. It's very hot here, and we're talking about humid hot. You step outside your house for a quick second and you almost immediately start sweating. So you better believe a pool will be a must on this occasion. I recommend to go with any brand except Summer Waves. Sorry, but in my personal experience, they have always somehow managed to get punctured. And yes, I did place the pool in an appropriate flat ground. So Summer Waves are a no-go. And finally, number 1, overcrowded. The biggest reason why someone should not move to Houston is the amount of people already here. Houston alone has a population of 2.3 million people, making it the 4th largest city in all of America. It is packed, and if statistics alone don't really show it to you, trust me, the traffic and your everyday lifestyle will. Do you see yourself moving to Houston even with all of this that you now know? I will definitely be back for pretty much the same reason a lot of people like me go to visit, for the food. Seriously, you don't know a hamburger until you've tried literally almost any restaurant in Texas. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like the video, and as always, we'll see you next time.